It is worldview, perception of reality, and mainly work on the purpose of reality. This is called Israel Yashar Kel, directly aimed at the higher force. And since then, there's hatred from all the Babylonians towards those that disconnected from them. And this hatred is a natural hatred. Natural hatred that is in the nature of each and every one, because the ego itself hates altruism and love and reciprocity and connection that was in the group of Abraham. The group of Abraham looked at all the others in terms of saying, please, whoever wants to join is always invited. And the Nimrod group, let's call it this way, afterwards it grew to the dimension of the entire world. They hated the group of Abraham. It's interesting what you're saying. You say that it's a natural hatred. Yeah, it's rooted in nature. In nature, toward what? The hatred is toward what, actually? Toward those that followed Abraham. They went to investigate the secret of life, using both the natural egoistic force and the anti-altruistic force, anti-egoistic altruistic force, that he penetrates the world with. He knows the secrets of nature. He knows how to research nature. As a result, he has the approach to the whole of reality. He's smarter. He's more successful. He better understands the depth of these things, also materialistically wise. How to manage a business, how to build countries, how to arrange the king's trust in the different countries that we were in, how to get Nobel Prizes. This group that was immersed in the depth of nature by these two forces, they developed mentally, both in mind and in heart. And the Jews, from that moment on, they reached such great achievements. Who else did such big, outstanding things for the world like that small group? The Torah came from them, which is the basis of humanity, and all the laws that come from there. Still, humanity uses them, and so on and so forth. Meaning, it all comes as a result of this group, which are all the Babylonians. There's nothing else there. Babylon, it also consisted of many such big families, so to speak, small nations. And this is how they came to Abraham. He didn't mind who and what. He accepted everyone. Yeah, sure. There weren't Jews there. There's no such thing. But from the word yichud, unity, Yehudi, yichud, unity, he made a new nation out of them. But it's not a nation. It's a group of people that through connection want to reach the solution of all the problems of this world and the revelation of this higher force which is above us, that's called the upper world. Now, if it's so good, and we see it in our world, that there are different prizes, Nobel Prizes, other prizes, despite everything, there's very interesting information here that we said only that the number of Nobel Prize winners is completely unproportional to the amount of Jews in the world. Same goes for the Pulitzer Prize and high tech and more and more and more. And nonetheless, if it's so good, humanity doesn't need it. I'm sorry. Humanity does not need it. They don't want it. They do not appreciate us for being so smart. I want to go back to Babylon a moment. They understood. There's something about it no one understands. On the contrary, they do not blame us for taking all the prizes from them. They pay no attention to it at all. They say that we bring them trouble, problems. I want to skip back to Babylon a second. You said that there was a group that Abraham united. He offered people to come with him and follow the path of love. And there was another group, which is most of the nation, that decided to take the path of separation, or not to argue, not to fight with each other. They distanced from one another. Josephus Flavius, he writes in his books about how the different groups from Babylon dispersed and covered Earth. Nonetheless, you say that there was a big hatred there towards the potential of success, towards the research of nature. No. At first, it wasn't that way. It didn't bother them there. We know that the group of Abraham, that was formed next to that Babylon, and Abraham opened his center, which is referred to as opening his tent, and making his seminary there and started teaching everyone. If you want it, you could come. If you don't, you don't. Until it became a bit of a more impressive organization, and then he had to get out of there because Nimrod, he started seeing that group as a kind of something dangerous for his rule. We're towards the end of our show. In a few words, if we can understand this hatred. There was no hatred yet. Only later on, through time, this group that disconnected from everyone, it nevertheless started to be felt in the nations of the world as a strange group, and started hating it because the ego is the opposite to giving. And therefore, hatred started evolving. We have to understand that it's in the basis of nature, that in nature there are two forces, reception, bestowal, or giving. So at the basis of nature, we are opposed to all other nations, opposite to them, yes. And the expression toward that is hatred.